Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to be showing you how to build a relatively cheap and affordable computer, but in specific to be used for Bitcoin mining. Now, Bitcoin mining involves downloading a special program or software, and basically it runs a whole bunch of different calculations and mathematical equations utilizing your graphics card. And the more of these your graphics card is able to solve and work through, basically the more Bitcoin you get rewarded with. The Bitcoin then can be sold for real money, and it's actually going for a fair bit at the moment, so that's why I decided to do a video using some spare parts that I had lying around to try and build one of these types of computers and just see how it goes. So first start off with the CPU. The CPU doesn't actually matter that much when it comes to Bitcoin mining. Now the reason for that is because you don't actually need a good CPU for Bitcoin mining. You need something with low power consumption, but that'll still be able to run Windows and basic programs. So the specific CPU I'm using is a Core 2 Duo E6550. These run at 2.33 GHz and it's a dual core CPU, so it's got a relatively low power usage, so that should be perfect for what we're going to be doing. The motherboard is an MSI something or other 945 GM4. Again, motherboard doesn't really matter, but it still does in some areas, such as how many PCI slots you have if you're using more than one graphics card for mining. We're not going to be getting into any of that because I'm just using the one. So this motherboard's good because it just has the one, and then it's also got 4 RAM slots. So I'm going to be putting 4 gigs of RAM in. You probably don't actually need this much. You could probably get away with 2 gigs, but I thought if I've got 4 spare, may as well just put 4 in. Now the main part that we're using is the graphics card. So this here is the Asus Radeon HD 7850. This is an AMD card. I've had this for quite a while now. It's what I used to have in my main computer before I upgraded, and so this has just kind of been sitting around as a spare for a year or two. So I thought, why not put this into the mining computer and give it a go and see how it runs. So anyway, there's not much else to it. In terms of hard drives, it's got 2 SATA hard drives. That doesn't matter at all as long as it can store Windows and basic programs. That's not going to affect how much you're able to mine. And CPU cooler is just a stock Intel heatsink as well. That doesn't matter as long as it's keeping your CPU at reasonable temperatures. So anyway, let's get on with building the actual computer. So now that we've got the RAM and the CPU and cooler and everything all installed into the motherboard, we're going to start putting this and the graphics card and the hard drives. We're going to place that all into the case and screw it all in. finished putting all of that in. The one thing that I don't have that I can't actually put in today is the power supply. I had one that I lined up that I was going to use, and that's kind of died on me, so I'm going to have to try and find a power supply from somewhere else. So until I do that, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to use this computer. So next episode, or next video rather, when I get the power supply, I'll install that, and then I'll show you basically setting it all up and having it so that it's set up in mining, and then showing you how well it actually runs. So thanks for watching, guys, and I will catch you next time.